Today, I'm so excited because I know there is a 5K coming up on the 26th of June, and I would love to hear more about it. I'm looking forward to running into it. I signed up just a few days ago, and training every single day for it, and taking a couple days off. But now that we're all here, 502 live streamers, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so we are hosting a 5K celebration of life for Tyler on June 26th. It is actually the day before his 1-year anniversary of his passing. And so we are hosting it to basically bring the community out, celebrate Tyler, celebrate community, just enjoy fellowship with each other. We will have the 5K route as well as a 1-mile route for people who don't necessarily want to do the full 3 miles. So that is an option, but we definitely just want people to come out and enjoy each other and celebrate being together.
Yeah, it is also a fundraiser for the foundation that we started to honor Tyler and carry on his work and his legacy. And so there is options to register and attend, and we'd love to have you out, as Tiffany said, celebration of life. But then if you can't make it out that day, there's also a virtual option. So if you want to run virtually, you still get the swag bag, you still get all the goodies, and you still support our foundation. And so we're really excited. The foundation actually came together pretty quickly after Tyler was killed because we really felt like obviously what Tyler stood for was so important. At the end of the day, this is a human rights issue, and so we want to continue to carry on the work that Tyler was doing and carry on his name. And so we're very excited about our foundation and the community partners that we've been able to connect with and continue to invest in Louisville and really primarily focus on the youth and the next generation so that we can be the change and make that change for the next generation.
Now, is this something you're looking forward to doing annually?
Yeah,
Yes.
That's the intention. So Tyler actually was really big into charity runs. That was a way that he spent his time. He would train and raise money and give back to various charities. And so early on, as we were thinking about fundraisers for the foundation, Tiffany actually had the idea to do a 5K because it was something that was near and dear to Tyler. And so we felt like it really fit with what he would have wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we wanted to make it annual just so that we can have that celebration every year to remember Tyler and keep his name alive, as well as the movement keep going as far as in our change and our strive towards equity. So we're that's definitely our main goal. So
Yep.
Tell us how it's all going to be set up. What's the starting point, ending point, what the festivities are surrounding the Tyler Gerth 5K?
Yeah, so the start is actually right there on the river, and you'll go upstream and then back downstream and then back upstream again. But it's a full 3-mile route, and then after, that'll actually start at 9 a.m. The race will begin. We will have opening remarks starting around 8:45. My sister and I will talk just about the foundation and a couple of our community collaborations that we're doing. We will also have Stacia Bussey be there as well to help just support and encourage, and with her of amazing wisdom. So we're excited to have her. And then, so the race will start at 9, and then after that, we'll do the celebration of life. So we'll have some fun things to do to remember Tyler, as well as there'll be music and food trucks and just a fun celebration atmosphere so that everybody can be involved. So.
Yeah, and we chose Big 4 right there underneath the bridges. We chose that very intentionally. Tyler loved photographing the city. Even before the movement of 2020, he very much loved photographing the city and bridges in particular. And so as we were thinking about the foundation and what we wanted to accomplish, building bridges just naturally came up, right? We want to see healing and see unity and see peace in this city, while also recognizing that that doesn't come without reconciliation and grieving and really making a change and making sure that there is reform. But as we think about building bridges and where we want to get to, it felt very fitting to have the 5K there to accomplish with the foundation.
It's beautiful. And for those who want to sign up for it, where do they go?
Yeah, so you can find more information at tylergerth.com. There is links to take you to register for the 5K on there. And you'll just learn more about the foundation as well and more about Tyler himself. So, yeah, definitely encourage you to go there.
We still can see Tyler's images. Talk to us a little bit about where we can locate those on the web.
Yeah, so they've been at the speed. I know a lot of people were able to check out Promise Witness Remembered, the incredible exhibit honoring Breonna Taylor. We did have one of Tyler's photographs featured there. They also are on the website tylergerth.com or buildingequalbridges.com. It gets you to the same place. And then we do have intentions for them to be housed in other galleries in the future. So can't share all the full details on that yet, but we are looking at continuing to house them and put them on display for public consumption. But they are on the website if you'd like to check out more. You can also always go to his Instagram account. We've kept that open. It is Gerthy Images on Instagram. So welcome people to take a look at his photography there. What's really neat about Instagram is everybody knows you get to caption them. And so through Tyler's captions, you get to see exactly what he was thinking and feeling and experiencing as he documented the movement of 2020.
I know that our 502 still streamer, John Cherry, had great respect for Tyler, and he's always spoken so highly of his beautiful photography. And for someone who's now an internationally known Getty Images photographer, that's high praise. So we're very grateful for that.
Yeah.
John's been super helpful throughout this whole process. I mean, he was able to sit down. He actually reached out to us pretty much right after Tyler was killed. And he has helped us tremendously emotionally and, with the photography itself. He's just been a great asset and help to us. So great friend now.
Yeah, not to mention incredible photographer.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, we are so happy for him and all the professional success he's having. He's an amazing human being and photographer. But yeah, one of the most interesting things that John commented on to us was how different Tyler's work was compared to a lot of photographers that were down there documenting the movement. Tyler, very intentionally, John was able to determine or the trauma or the pain. He chose instead to focus on the humanity and the dignity and the joy that people exhibited down there. And he was really able to capture the movement in such a positive way that focused on hope and change specifically for the next generation. Tyler focused a lot on youth and the way that they were getting involved and really just the kind of world that Tyler wanted to see for them, which is such a healing sentiment for us, I think, to think about our baby brother. And that was just so true to his outlook on life of wanting to see the good and seeing the dignity and humanity in those around him. And it's really evident through his photography. And so that's what we're excited to carry on. It's just that spirit of openness and inclusivity that Tyler was able to have.
Yeah, that's exactly who he was. I mean, he was just such a gentle, kind-hearted soul. Like he was raised by two sisters and my mom, and so he was very maternal and super caring and gentle with people. So that was who he was, taking those images and making them, like Brittany said, gearing towards the next generation and seeing that change.
And not to get onto a negative subject, but it's something that is brought up a lot and questions have been asked that very few people can answer. What is the status of the case of the individual who was arrested and charged with Tyler's murder?
Yeah, I mean, as far as we know, it's still in process, so we really don't know much more beyond what the public knows.
Your brother with us because it meant a lot to a lot of us.
Well, thank you. It certainly continues to mean a lot to us. I think our family is a picture of what we believe the world could be at its best, right? Of different people with different backgrounds, different religious beliefs, different races, different socioeconomic backgrounds, who come together. And we may not agree on everything all the time, but we find common ground and we figure out how to work together and work for good. And that's what we really hope that we can do with that work. And ultimately, that's exactly who Tyler was he was able to look beyond labels and see the person underneath. And so that's what we want to try to carry on. Before Tyler was killed, we were supposed to watch Hamilton. It came out on Disney Plus on his birthday, July 3rd of last year. And so we had planned to watch it together as a family. And there's a line in there that talks about who lives, who dies, who tells your story, and the legacy that you leave behind. And all of us have an opportunity to leave a legacy, and we will leave a legacy. And I think we hold it as a precious privilege to get to carry on Tyler's legacy and to get to tell his story. And I think what's so interesting is just what a regular guy Tyler was, who could have never dreamed that this would have been the impact of his Instagram account at the end of the day. And And so we're trying to utilize it for good and for a purpose. But
Yeah.
thank you for saying that.
You
Yeah.
guys are doing a great job and amazing. And
Yeah.
he's very proud of you all.
Thank
Yeah.
No
you.
doubt about
So-
that.
It's very beautiful. I I didn't get the chance to meet him, just in passing, and having him been there on that day, a day I'll never forget. I couldn't not be a part of the 5K. I just, I went to that registration, which is an easy registration. You go there, you sign up, $35. Bada bing, bada boom, you're in. And I look
And you
forward
get
to-
stuff. You get a
And
You
t-shirt.
get stuff. You do. You get a fun swag bag.
And
I
I,
love swag.
I personally haven't been involved in a 5K since, I don't know, maybe 2014, the Louisville Triple Crown. So, I look forward to getting in this and see how I do,
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll kill
I don't
it.
know what I would,
Well, the
The
connection.
question is, who's going to keep it with you while you do
That's
this?
right.
Or who's going to videotape you while you're running?
Well, I was planning on live streaming the whole
Okay,
thing.
yeah, because you're going to do a
He's
tap,
had
but
so
you're
many
gonna
times where
beat
he's
it.
just running while in motion. So I
Right.
figured he could just hold the
That is
camera
very-
while he's going.
I'll ride the
Very,
bird
very
next
true.
to him and live.
There you go.
There you go.
So just one last thought. As many victims' families discover, especially in high-profile cases like this, a very private thing becomes a very public thing, in this case, international story. And how has it been for a fairly quiet, somewhat shy family of folks? Well, maybe except for your uncle, but, Uncle Joe. But how has it been for a family that has been pretty private, but well known in the community, especially in the circles that you guys have always run and are well known in, to have to come out and step out, as did the Palmer family, as did the Najdi family, as did the McAtee family, and express your wishes to continue the legacy of your lost love.
Yeah. It's something that we would have never imagined, honestly. Right to, raise you all. I just never would have expected this to happen. I tried to put you in the best schools and, the best environments, and I taught you how to be kind and generous and loving, and this still happens. And so I think it's just unfathomable, the pain that you go through and even just the circumstances alone. But we found through this that nothing was by mistake, I guess is the way that we're putting it. Everything has lined up after he has died. Things have just fallen into place. We've seen signs and people coming into our lives that we would never imagined to help us through the foundation and just in healing in general. And so I think that's been a huge help with us getting through the process. Along with the passion that Tyler had for the movement and just wanting to see change. He talked to me numerous times throughout the protest, commenting on, Tiffany, I just can't imagine your kids going through this when they're older, and we have to make a change. He was like, our parents' generation didn't get it done, and we have to get it done. So I think just having that passion, we have to encompass that now, and we have to take that on. We always felt that way, but we really have to push and strive and do action. Tyler always said, you can sit back and say all that you want to say, but to actually get out there and do something is what actually is going to make something happen. And so we now are putting our money where our mouth is and our actions where our mouth is, and we're going to do something to help the community and, advocate and amplify voices that are already doing the work that is so incredible.
Well, the connection between 502 live streamers and your family is incredible. Maxwell capturing the video of the incident, me making the phone call to Joe Gerth, which was the most heartbreaking phone call I've ever made, all of our personal relationships with Tyler, John Cherry's navigation through those photos. And so we are here to amplify you, and we appreciate and love you, and we're very grateful for the opportunity. Thank you, Maxwell, for getting us connected today,
Of course.
to let the live stream family amplify the Gerth family in this excellent effort, and we all will keep being excellent to each other.
Thank you.
Amen. We are so grateful for you guys, and couldn't have said it better. Be excellent to each other. That was Tyler's mantra and what we strive to do every day. So.
All right, a week from Saturday, it's the 5K run. You can register online. Give us the site one more time.
So it's tylergerth.com, so it's pretty simple.
Pretty
But
easy.
everybody just come out and enjoy community. That's our biggest thing. Everybody just come out and enjoy our time.
Yep, big 5K button on tylergerth.com.
Thanks, Tiffany. Thanks, Brittany.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks,
you, guys.
502 Live
Video,
Streamer
make sure
family.
you get to tylergerth.com.
Share it,
get
you
registered,
guys.
and
We
we'll
want to see
you
this
at
go
the
big. We
5K.
want a big 5K to replace all of the Derby